What up, YouTube? It's your boy Sleep back with another video, and today we are reacting to things you can't look tough doing. I already know the females got a whole list of this, you feel me? Somebody probably got it all jotted down in the notes. So we finna see what this video hitting for. But before we do, go ahead and hit the subscription box below, the bell to the side for Noise Squad. We is on the road to 10K. Let's get there. With that being said, let's see what the video hitting for. Let's go.
I don't know if it's just me, but it feels like a lot of people have the wrong definition of what being a man is. And maybe it's because there's been an influx of red pill losers who've been plaguing the internet, claiming that in order to be a real man, you need to have millions of dollars, a car that costs at least 6 figures, a woman that will double as your pet, and most importantly, have an ego that's bigger than Natalie Nunn's chin. Seriously, bro, these red pillers think they can walk into a room and people will just start bowing down like we finished performing Romeo and Juliet or something. Being a real man is about responsibility, empathy, humility, and maturity. So today, we'll be discussing some of the most
boy speaking at 2x speed, dying.
With junctures and occasions that would make even Hannibal Lecter look like a cutie patootie. Comment down below some other things that you can't look tough doing, and like and subscribe if you're new. And just as a heads up, these aren't things that people should look tough doing in the first place.
What's something you can't look tough doing? Putting chapstick on. Putting chapstick on, you can't look tough putting chapstick on, gang. It's crazy because I literally just put chapstick on. But I never said I look tough though. Can't look tough tying your shoelaces. I don't know.
For example, if someone's walking down a hill, nobody should look tough doing that. But fulfilling said act might make you look a little bit silly, you know what I'm saying? And also, everything said in this video is a joke, you feel me? Because I already know, I can already smell the comments. You
can't look tough blowing your nose. Can't look tough picking your nose. Can't look tough yawning. Yeah. Unless you just type to hold it in, but that takes.
You sound so insecure. Just shut up and enjoy the video. So since I already brought it up, we might as well start with walking down a hill. I don't give a damn how strong your quads, calves, or toe joints are. Hell, I don't care if you got iron glutes like Patrick Star in this motherfucker. Walking down a hill will automatically turn your entire lower half into jelly. No matter how promptly or sluggishly I walk down that motherfucker, I always end up looking more childish in a kindergarten classroom, bro. My ACLs are literally fighting for their lives. Not to mention the fact that my arms start swinging out of control, so I just end up looking like one of those fucking inflatable tube men at the car dealerships. That hill turns into a Victoria's Secret runway real quick. At this point, I'm gonna just start rolling down hills like Cannonball or something. The only person that I can remember that made drinking out of a straw look badass is Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction. But the average Joe makes drinking out of a straw look like the most formidable display of all time, bro. Somebody could be telling me the most badass story about how he went on a merciless killing spree after mobsters killed his dog that his now deceased wife had given him. But the moment his lips couple with that straw, all aura is lost. It is physically impossible to look cool while your lips are perched like a fucking bird.
Yeah, you might as well just take the straw out, gang.
And don't even get me started on niggas that order Starbucks. Motherfuckers be looking like Anthony Mackie while sipping on an iced strawberry Cindy Lou Who with extra cream, extra caramel, and 2 shots of a Toyota Camry. But the only thing that might look inferior to drinking out of a straw is when niggas miss the straw completely and end up looking like a 40-year-old man trying to send a thirst trap. Seriously, bro, I'll have the straw in the perfect trajectory, right in my sights. And then all of a sudden that motherfucker wanna start doing the Cupid shuffle, and now I gotta cosplay as Venom in order to dissipate my drink. Speaking of which, it feels like the only time I drink out of straws is when I go out to eat. And when that happens, I usually find myself wedged between my family or friends in a fucking booth. Now that's bad enough, but getting up and leaving from the booth is an entire different conundrum. That dumbass bounce slide shuffle is one of the most demeaning things ever. And then 95% of booths got that fugazi ass leather made from horse ass cheeks and shit. So I end up getting super glued to the seats anyway and taking even longer to get out of the booth. I'm in that booth longer than a dedicated rapper. And God forbid somebody on the inside or at the end of the booth has to go to the bathroom or something, because now multiple people gotta get up. Another thing you can't look tough doing is using your legs as a table. You know, the infamous cookout legs. Now in terms of effectiveness, the cookout legs get a 12 out of 10. I've never seen anybody's food or plate fall when utilizing this method. But aesthetically, this shit gotta be a negative too, bro. I'm sitting with my cousin trying to eat a hamburger and some burnt ass hot dogs that look.
But who's still, as a grown man, who's still doing this? Putting a plate on your laps. You don't just sit down and hold a plate like these. Like, why sit like that with your knees like that though? I don't know. You just probably
like somebody amputated Darth Vader's fingers while being the most knock-kneed Negro at the function. I'm deadass looking like Katie at the free throw line, bro. Knees tighter than a hipster's jeans. There's no way you'd be able to take anybody on this planet serious when they're applying this posture. Over there looking like a spatchcock chicken and shit. Now, we've probably reached the most infamous and relatable scenario in this entire video, eating a banana. But first, let me ask all my male viewers a question. Should we as men...
You actually could look tough eating a banana, and you know the method, the break-off method. Come on, gang. But y'all so deep in y'all head, y'all can't even eat hamburgers. What did I say? Hamburgers, hot dogs. Y'all can't eat popsicles. Y'all can't do anything that looks long. Y'all can't eat anything long, or else y'all think it look fruity. That's y'all problem. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from eating banana, bro.
And still have such an immature and trivial mindset surrounding the consumption of this
Y'all be quick to tell me I'm a grown man, but then y'all be moving like that.
And ridicule those who partake in said action? No. However, do I still fall victim to the very social construct that I condemned seconds ago? Yes. I've seen people eat bananas in the most mind-boggling ways just because they were scared of...
Did y'all see that? The way he just ate that? It like it's a pudding cup or something. Like, what? I ain't never see that before. That's OD. And look at the way you're doing it. They don't even... It looks saucy as hell.
Judged or slandered. I kid you not. I've seen some people break off pieces of a banana, eat that motherfucker like it's a Skittle. Skittles. It should never have to get to this point, bro. But to be fair, motherfuckers, you trying to act like a brother can enjoy a banana on a warm summer afternoon.
Can't nobody tell me nothing.
I'm just trying to enjoy a nice snack, and now I'm getting jumped by the potassium police and the banana brigade. As long as you're not giving the banana the Tiana Trump titillation, there really shouldn't be a problem. But there's always that one friend that has to make it weird for everybody else in the room. As for me, I just throw that motherfucker between two slices of bread. Can't get caught lacking out here, bro. Now I'm pretty sure we've all been walking into an establishment, whether that be a gas station, a gym, an abortion clinic, and you see someone who's about to make it to the entrance before you. But here's the kicker. There's just enough distance in between the two of you that you gotta do that goofy ass jog slit door as they hold it open. But some of y'all be doing too much. Like, there's been times where I'm dead ass an entire football field away from the door, and this prehistoric ass man wants to hold the door for me, staring at me hard as hell, talking about, allow me. Motherfucker, how about you allow them fiber vitamins to digest first, you senile slob? Got me moving like Zion Williamson trying to get to this fucking door. Like, my nigga, you are not this considerate nor supportive. Just go ahead and let the door close. Sometimes I think people do this on purpose just to see others try and hustle to the door. Now, I don't know how tall any of y'all are, but I'm about average height, you know, like 5'10", 5'11", 6 foot at the right woman ass. But anywhoosies, most of the time if I'm sitting down anywhere, my feet are planted into the ground like I'm an oak tree or something. But on those few rare and infrequent occasions where my feet are dangling like the sneakers and like Mike, I feel very...
I heard what he said. He said something about him being average height, 5'10", 5'11". I just want to let you know that that is above average, brother. Don't let him tell you otherwise.
Frivolous. How is someone supposed to take me serious when I'm sitting on the edge of a bed looking like a damn Chucky doll, bro? Legs dangling without a care in the world. Especially when I'm sitting on one of those tall ass stools. Like, in order for my feet to touch the ground, I damn near gotta start melting out of my seat. There's no reason for me as a grown ass man to ever be in this vexatious circumstance. Feet swinging.
There's literally no scientifical. It's scientifically like impossible for you to even. You're 5'10". Why is your feet dangling? Are you on a bar stool? Like,
harder than 88 Mike Tyson. Trying to put a fitted sheet on a bed is like trying to get Asmongold to take a shower. It's a tale as old as time. I'm over here sweating like James Brown trying to put this motherfucker on, bro. The moment I put the last corner...
Nah, that's definitely a skill issue, brother.
The other three want to pop off like some janky fireworks. In my humble opinion, this is at least a 3-person job. The question shouldn't be how many people does it take to screw in a light bulb. It should be how many people does it take to put a fitted sheet on a bed. I'm in this bitch looking like a flying squirrel, you know what I'm saying? Straight spread eagle. Pause. I just end up looking completely childish, bro. Especially when your bed is in the corner of your room, because now the task becomes even more strenuous.
But that's the method though, because that's even easier. It's in the corner, bro. You just put it in the corner first, and then you push the bed against the wall. Then you take it the other sides, and then you pull one side. The wall's already holding the other side, so it shouldn't be no undoing on one side while you're trying to get the other side, and then vice versa. Nah, you're welcome. I just solved your problem.
More strenuous. But as if that wasn't disheartening enough, the moment I finally sit down on the bed, it turns into a motherfucking mousetrap, and all four corners want to jump my ass like a gang initiation or something. Not gonna lie, bro, putting on chapstick has to single-handedly be one of the most feminine things I have to deal with. Now, I personally use the stick to apply my chapstick, but y'all niggas that use Vaseline or like Carmex and spread that shit across
that's a pet peeve. Niggas that have the Vaseline that you gotta open and use with your finger, and they be using it in public, because now, well, I be seeing people do that at work. I'm like, bro, your hands is dirty. You out here rubbing on your lips with your dirty hands. Ugh. That's why I keep a stick on me. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it ain't nothing feminine about using chapstick, gang. Unless you got chapped lips, you can have that. I won't.
Brittle ass lips are a different breed. I couldn't imagine using my fingers to spread fucking ectoplasm across my lips. But then I've also seen people use the toddler crayon technique and full on use the gorilla grip. I'm talking about firmly grasp it and just drag the chapstick across their face like a Neanderthal. Yeah. Bottom line is, there's no manly way to apply chapstick, so just do what's best for you. But after days of intense and thorough research, the manliest way that I have found to put on chapstick is to first simply apply the substance to your homie's lips and just... Am I...
Weirdo!
Yeah, you gotta chill, gang.
The only person who always feels awkward and unrefined whenever I'm pushing a shopping cart. I don't know if it's because I have long arms or something, but I often feel vexatious. So how do I compensate for said matter? By leaning over and pushing the cart like I'm a decrepit old man. I'm in aisle 5 looking like the damn hunchback of Notre Dame, and in return I end up looking like an absolute zest fest in the middle of the store. But if I'm really sitting there pondering and contemplating about what I'm gonna buy, you can almost guarantee that I'm busting this move out. Or if I'm waiting in line at the checkout, I'm gonna immediately slump over like a dehydrated plant, bro. Like, just look at this dude. You know he's exclusively looking for the gluten-free, low-carb...
You think they look feminine? Nah, bro. I mean, if you thinking that way, but that sound like a you problem, gang.
Sugar-free, soy-free, fat-free, organic pita chips or something. The least daunting spectacle of all time, bro. Now, I know for a fact that a lot of y'all have experienced this one firsthand. Sometimes when I'm putting on a do-rag, that shit be looking a little sassy, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, sometimes I be feeling like I got a 30-inch bust down on top of my head. I caught myself the other day swinging my do-rag like a Puerto Rican model or something. I genuinely had to sit there and question myself and all my actions for a couple minutes. It's like you don't even notice you're doing this shit until someone points it out. I feel like this also applies to people with long hair that covers their entire face like Samara Morgan. Some of y'all niggas be looking like y'all applying to be in a fucking Pantene commercial or something. This L'Oreal Paris ass gesture, bro. But shout out to all the gentlemen with long hair. Another thing you can't look solemn doing is blowing on your food. I know some of you niggas are too big and bad at blowing your food and just have to use the hush method, but I prefer to have fully functional and operational taste buds. So if the food is too hot, best believe that I'm treating that motherfucker like the big bad wolf. I don't care how childish I look, but I know that a lot of y'all are probably used to having hot mouths anyway because y'all breath can melt glaciers with a single sigh. The last thing I want to talk about is walking through a spider web. This will deadass make me go 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds. One moment I'm walking, minding my own business. The next I'm looking like a prime Mr. Crocker, bro. My soul transcends time and space instinctively. And as y'all know, spider webs are pretty much stronger than tungsten, so trying to get that shit off is damn near insurmountable. But I think that's gonna wrap everything up for this video, man. Comment down below some more things.
I hate that when I'm walking out, I'm going to work or something like that, and I'm walking out through the door and I just feel it walking through a spider web on my arm. I be thinking like this spider on me. I just be I mean, all throughout the next 5-10 minutes is just me wiping my arm. Like, I don't know, I don't mess with that, but whatever you said, that's the end of this video. Make sure y'all comment down below your thoughts, leave a like and hit the subscription box below with the bell to the side for Noise Squad. On the road to 10K, let's get there. With that being said, we is locked in. Let's get it.